Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Carrie. This is Jarrod.
What's going on, everybody? Sorry about the delay.
Whoops.
Having mic issues tonight, so I'm trying to get this worked out, but I think I got it figured out here. So it's been interesting.
It's been an interesting 5 minutes.
Yeah, interesting couple of minutes here, but yeah. Jeez.
Everything was going well.
Yep. Turn on these mics. I might have to get a different set of mics because I like this wireless mic thing.
Yeah.
But these have been giving me nothing but problems. Just EQ issues, and there's this weird hum in the background now that's driving me out of my gourd. But anyways,
you'll just have to play more to cover it up.
Yeah. I'll definitely do that tonight. Hopefully.
Sounds good. Oh, it's been a holiday weekend.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
Lots of out of the ordinary. Everybody's off their schedule. Yep. Nobody knows what to do with themselves.
Yep. Yep, everyone's going crazy.
Going crazy.
At home with the in-laws, driving each other nuts. You know, the stuff.
Yep, trying to get some Black Friday shopping in. I don't do the Black Friday like out and about that day. I did when I was in my 20s. I didn't mind it. But now, no thanks.
Yeah.
The lines and the peoples and the stress and
Yep, I hear that, man.
I've been there, done that.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm just adjusting the mics right now. I think that's better.
All right, I'll believe you.
Yeah, you know what's man, I had this all set up too, and for some reason I'm gonna save this right now.
That's probably a good idea.
I had it set up. I don't understand why.
I feel like if I'm gonna do holiday shopping, I'll just do it online.
Yeah.
And let it come to my door.
For sure. Yep. Yep, I am with you on that one.
The Black Friday.
Yeah.
Wait for Cyber Monday.
Yep. Wait for Cyber Monday and just, avoid the lines. And, I mean, I don't know how anybody can stand being in those crowds, man. That is not for me at all.
Flux says the sound's a little low. I don't know. Is it still?
Yeah, it might be. I'll turn it up a little bit. These mics are really pissing me off, to be honest with you. I'm about ready to throw this damn microphone across the freaking room right now. And I'll do it.
I know you'll do it. Do you want to get the jalopy out?
No.
Right.
This is fine. I think it's going to be better now, but
Nick says I'm hearing a ground noise or a fan.
Yep, there's a in the background. Yeah, and I can't get rid of it. I've looked and looked and looked for what's causing it, and I can't figure out what the hell it is. I really can't. And it is driving me nuts. And it just started today. I shot a video today, and I heard it during the whole video, and I'm like, what is this noise? And depending on how I move things around, it goes away, but I can't. Yeah, there's this annoying thing in the background.
Well, if it gets too bad, go ahead and put it in the comments, but Nick says don't sweat it, so.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, if it gets bad, let us know, and I'll have to go old school and get the other mic out, which will be a giant pain, but I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Well, let's say hi.
Yeah.
Flux, how's everybody doing? Playing my Les Paul into Engel Invader 2 through Marshall 4x12 with a pod, go, and 4 cable method.
Nice.
That was a mouthful. So glad you're using the Kemper stage tonight. Next thing on my list. Go, Carrie and Jarrod.
Oh, yeah. Good to see you here, man, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I mean, I have a Kemper video coming out tomorrow. I did a whole thing on what rig I would actually use live. Because I get a lot of people asking me, like, oh, which one of your amps would you take on stage? And you'll find out tomorrow what I think about all that stuff. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that video.
Yes, and then if we ever play out again, you can leave him alone when we're trying to tear down the stage. Save your question. Just point him to the video.
Yeah, exactly. Watch my video.
Yeah. That used to be my only, that was my only negative thing about playing out was the teardown. Because Jarrod would have 3 or 4 dudes, what are you doing? What is that? What's this? What's that? And well, we're trying break down the stage and get off the stage.
We're all like broing out over there, and she's like, "We gotta go."
Come on.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
We'll make a video.
Yeah.
Pure Rock Fury says, using my EVH 100 watt OG, pushing 2 4x12 cabs with HXFX.
Ooh.
Haven't turned my Kemper on in a while.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've had my Kemper on until like about a week ago, because I've been using the Spark upstairs quite a bit, and then I came down here on Thanksgiving and made a bunch of profiles, and I was like, dude, these profiles are sick. And I started playing more and more, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm really digging this. And Kemper's been played quite a bit lately, so it inspired me to do that video I did today, and that'll be up tomorrow, and inspired me to play even more. I even got friends that bought the profiles and were like, dude, I haven't played my guitar in weeks, and I got your profile pack, and I started playing like for hours today, and I'm like, awesome, that's good to hear,
Yeah.
It's nice to get inspired, right? It really is.
Aaron Lucas, speaking of.
Hey, there he is.
He says, hey everyone, hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, likewise, man.
Great job again, Jarrod, on the EVH Stealth Pack. You don't have a bad profile in ya.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thank
for
you very
saying
much.
So. Dean Harkness.
Dean, what's going on? We got to hang out with Dean over the weekend there. That was awesome.
Yeah, him and his family were up in the Detroit area visiting their family, and so we spent a little bit of time with him on Friday.
Yeah.
It was good to see you.
It was awesome hanging out, man. Loved it.
He said, group opinion, do you guys think they switched to 7:15, 6:15 because always being late? Oh, us! Because of always being late.
Yeah, well, last week we were late for other technical reasons, right? What did we have going on? I don't even remember what happened last. Oh, I snapped a string.
That's right.
Yeah, and today we had mic issues, and I'm just like, come on. Like, really? 2 weeks in a row? Give me a break. Yeah, I'm going to do some research.
We're just getting lazy.
No. I'm down here working my butt off, sweating bullets, like lazy. I wish it was because I fell asleep. That would be nice, but nope.
Tony says, good day everyone. We have lots of amps, cabs, and effects to be thankful for. Right?
Hell yeah, man. Tons. Love it.
Paul Smith, hey, how are you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Paul?
Steve-O says, hey everybody, looking forward to this episode. Was playing my Kemper for the better part of the afternoon today. Nice.
Sweet. Hey, you know what? So everybody that's here, I'm going to be, we're going to do a 5 profile pack giveaway tonight of your choice. So go on the website, see which ones you want, and how many people we got here?
33.
33. Okay, so I'll just do it now. So first 5 people that email me, okay, with the profile pack that they want, I will give it to you for free. So just email me, first come, first serve, first 5. I will give away a profile pack of your choosing from my website right now. So whatever.
So your email is in the description.
Yes, email's in the description. So first 5 that emails me gets a free profile pack.
Paul Kemper. Paul Smith is glad you're using the Kemper tonight.
Oh, me too, man. Sounds awesome.
Kyle Hart is with us. What's going down?
What's up, Kyle? Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, man.
Gunnerman 54 is here.
Gunnerman, what's happening?
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
South Alabama's in the house.
In the house. We gotta put a limiter on.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Am I hurting everybody's ears?
Yeah, I had one on, and like I said, all my stuff that I put on here has messed it up here.
Aaron Lucas wants you to do Arnold yells at Carrie and Jarrod for starting the show late.
Starting the show late. Stop it. Stop starting the show late.
Move your lazy butts.
Sissy. Move it. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out this limiter here. I hate doing this live because it's so... Well, if I do something wrong, it can get pretty crazy. Check. Hey. Oh.
Pure Rock Fury said Carrie is deciding on what shoes to wear. You're not wrong. I did still have to put on my socks and shoes.
Yeah.
At least I remembered them this time.
Yeah.
Last week I had to wear my comfy clothes because I forgot my dress clothes.
Yeah. There, I got the limiter going now,
Got
so
it.
hopefully, hey, check. Yeah,
Check it
that should
out.
work. Arnold yells at what?
At us for being late.
Oh, what are you guys always late for? You got to remember your outfit.
My
You're just forgetting your outfit. You come here all dolled up and everything, and you're like, oh, I forgot my shoes. I forgot my shirt. I have to come down in my pajamas and slum it. Look like Walmart at 3 a.m. Come on, what are you doing here? We're live on television here, and you look like Walmart. That's her new name, Walmart.
Sorry, yours is Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Goodwill.
It's Salvation
Self
Army and
Goodwill.
Walmart. Hey.
Oh, Kyle Hart says, sold all my Vipers and got 2 more made. He's going to box them up tomorrow.
Oh, cool, man.
Congratulations.
Congrats, man. I'm glad that you sold some. Yeah, it's a pretty cool pedal, man. Pretty cool.
Bobcat is with us.
What's happening, man? Good to see you.
All of the letters and numbers is here from Chandler AZ.
All the letters and numbers.
AZDH 85224.
85224.
I'm just gonna call you letters and numbers because that's too much. Too much to say.
Too
But
much
thanks
to
for
say.
tuning in. Glad
Yeah.
you're here. Fuck says it sounds. Oh yeah, I already read that. Tony, oh that purple drop tune Majesty is looking shenazzy.
Oh, yeah, baby. This
All
thing
polished up.
She looked good.
Oh shenazzy.
Couple of different angles for y'all
And
tonight.
colors, couple different colors.
Yeah, nice.
You got
Yeah.
match color match.
What's that?
The different cameras are
Oh,
colored differently.
yeah, it's a little different, but I'm spinning 1,000 plates.
1,000.
Yeah, I'm
So
gonna miss.
talented.
I know, I'm gonna miss something. But
Pure Rock Fury says Black Friday started 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, it did. My email box, my inbox is full.
yeah,
Tired of deleting.
I know, man. I got so much junk mail in my email box right now. It's insane.
Steve-O says his gym is in the basement of a large shopping mall. So, oh yeah, Chuck's going there this time of year.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
There's a gym at Great Lakes Crossing. It's a, what was the gym that you go
Planet
to?
Fitness
Planet
Center?
Fitness.
Really?
Yep, at Great
Oh,
Lakes.
that would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. So how many
Let's
people we
see.
got? 32?
32.
So tonight, I'm going to be playing some stuff on the Kemper, and whatever questions that you have about the Kemper, I will do my best to answer your questions and maybe help you out with some things. That's kind of what tonight's episode is about. So ask away, Q&A kind of thing, you know. So if you're
Ask away, Q&A.
so if you're having like issues, or if you're on the fence whether or not you want to buy one, or if you're about to get rid of yours because there's something frustrating you, or if you just have a general question on how to do something, if I know the answer, I'll be happy to help you out. That's kind of what tonight's all about.
Nice. Let's see, where did I go? Carrie's mic almost sounds better than Jared's. Let's see. Big Mike says vocal mics are perfect down here and much improved from the last live stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, we're trying to, I don't know, man. These lav mics are real touchy, and it's nice having a wireless mic because a lot of times, like, I've been doing stuff at the computer when I
You get
do
up and walk over
videos.
there.
Yeah, and I don't have to bring that old mic over there and set it all up. I just walk over there and do it, you know, and it's just much easier.
Yeah.
It's just, I got to get these mics situated because I watch other people's channels and they have the same mics and they sound amazing. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
Well, maybe after the show we just need to spend 10, 15 and
Yeah,
work on it.
I think that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to freaking, yeah, because these, that stupid noise and then they sound kind of weak, you know, so. I
Jeff
might have to-
Cornell is with us.
Hey, Jeff, haven't seen you here in a
Hi,
bit.
Jeff.
Good to see you, man.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Happy the end of Thanksgiving.
You almost said Happy Easter, didn't you?
No, I was thinking, how do I say whatever it is? Happy the end of Thanksgiving.
Happy belated Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Flux says, my Helix totally screwed me at a gig on Saturday. Oh, no.
Ooh.
He said, I accidentally hit the bank buttons at the same time, and the Helix would not let me change presets. Need to replace with Kemper Stage.
Oh my God, dude, that would suck.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, when you're in the heat of battle, it's almost like you're gun jamming, right? And you're like, no,
Yeah.
I'm going to die now. Yeah, it sucks when something like that happens and you're up there going full Michael Flatley trying to tap on all your things. And you're like, yeah, I hate that crap so much. I hate it.
Steve-O says, I'm finding the Kemper stage quite inspirational too. Have been playing a lot since I got it about a month ago.
Good for you, man.
Mike is here. He said, let's hear it, Jarrod.
Hell yeah, man.
Dean Harkness.
We will do it.
Lots of thank yous.
Oh.
Merry Christmas. Wish I had a Kemper from Flux. Bobcat, can I have the amp since I don't have the Kemper?
Sure. Send me your address. I'll send you the box, but I don't know if there'll be an amp in there.
Tony says, wish I had a Kemper too. How about a free HELIX patch? I can do that.
We could probably make that happen. Yeah, we could probably make that happen, man. Yep.
Nick says, Walmart look fab. Thank you.
Yeah, she's in one of the highfalutin Walmarts.
The fancy one.
Yeah, you're in the Birmingham Walmart. That's what you is.
I was out with my son yesterday in the, is it Bloomfield Hills area?
Ooh, yeah.
There's a Dick's Sporting Goods out there that he wanted to go to.
Bloomfield.
And that's where that double-decker Target is, with the parking guy. He was like, look at that bougie Target, Mom.
It's Target. That one's Target.
The bougie Target.
Yeah. Welcome to Target.
James
Silly.
says, I got to hear a sample of what Jarrod is working on, and it sounds freaking awesome, even though he said it was a rough mix. Definitely going to be something to check out when it's ready.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I showed Dean a sneak peek at, we had a rough mix of Night Terrors, actually, that I recorded. And I had TJ send me a rough mix so that I could send it to John Thrasher. It was an awesome bass player, and he's writing bass parts for it right now and going to record his bass parts from his house and send those up to us. And then we'll do a final mix, and it sounds freaking amazing. I mean, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Flux says, I finally sold my Ingalls Savage 120 Mark III, but I sold it to my friend, and he's going to let me make profiles when I get the Kemper.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Let's see. CG, don't know nothing about nothing when it comes to Kempers, assuming it's a multi-FX processor with loads of user-made profiles.
It is an amp profiler, which is different than a modeler. So instead of like getting an amp that's in there already from the factory and just tweaking it, I mean, you profile the amp. You know, here like tonight's profiles. What you're gonna hear are ones that I made here of the EVH Stealth with the Easter eggs, and these came out really good. So I'll be playing some mixes for you guys with those. In fact, if you want, I'll do a couple riffs for you right now. So let me mute the mic here, and I'm playing through the studio monitors tonight because I'd rather just do that. It's just better for us. So 1 second here, guys. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I had to find a different channel on my wireless. Yeah, there's something going on here with interference tonight. That's what it is, because it's even messing with my wireless. That's why you're hearing that little ticking in it. Yeah, there's I don't know, somebody's got something going on around here that's interfering with my stuff, and I'm not happy about it.
What could it be?
I don't know. Wi-Fi can mess with it, because these things, run on Wi-Fi. I mean, Wi-Fi messes with your wireless too. So if there's a Wi-Fi thing that's,
Can you turn this off?
No, it's not that. Yeah, there's something that's really messing me up here. Because this noise wasn't here yesterday at all.
I'm sorry. Let me scroll back up to Aaron Lucas has a Kemper question.
Sure.
He says, I know that sometimes on your profiles you use the green screen as a boost because you have the drive off, but the volume boosted. Why do you prefer that over a regular boost?
The green screen? On the newer profiles, I use the Kemper. I think it's basically the Horizon, precision drive is what I use. Yeah, so I've been using that. So on all of my profiles ever since that update came out, have that on it. I haven't used the green screen in a while. What was this question at the end of that again, just so I'm clear?
Okay, because you have the drive off but the volume boosted, why do you prefer that over regular boost?
Oh, regular boost. I guess it depends on what you mean by regular boost. I have the drive. See, what I do now is I use the, which one is this? This is, I just want to get the name right here. The Kemper drive, which is the precision drive. And I have the drive at 0.5. So I put just a little bit in there on the digital stuff that seems to add a little bit of extra texture for you. So that's what I've been using,
Flux. Oh, he's talking about his HELIX crapping out. He says it was such a nightmare. Yes, just a gun jamming in a firefight.
Yeah. It is. It's the same thing. You're up there and you're trying to, now you're not concentrating on your playing. You're trying to figure out, like, how do I fix this?
Hopefully you have some muscle memory down.
Yeah, well, I think what you do with that is you double tap again and it gets you out of there. But I mean, when you're in the heat of playing, you're like, because it's actually happened to me before too. You tap the top row and the bottom row buttons at the same time by accident, and everything starts blinking, and you're like,
my car sometimes it has the shifts on the steering wheel, so it's an automatic, but if you needed to switch it to something, there's these paddles on the steering, and occasionally I'll bump it, so I'll be driving along, doing like 58, and all of a sudden it'll be like, and I'm like, what's, but you can't, I don't know how to get back out of it. Once it's there, I have to pull off the side of the road, put it in park, and then go all the way back to drive.
That's a really pleasant noise, by the way.
Well, it's not a pleasant experience when it's happening either.
That was awesome.
That's my...
Sound like a whiny baby.
My bad.
My bad.
My bad.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
just trying to say that I know how it feels.
I know how it feels.
I know how it feels. Let's see.
Sound like Skeeter after he stepped on a nail.
Let's see. Damian Crow. Hey, man. How are you?
What's happening?
He says, been using my Kemper for years. For the first time, I profiled my Style 50 watt with my preferred mic setup, and I finally achieved the sound I wanted from a Kemper.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the thing is profiling isn't as easy as people think. Slapping a mic in front of your cab and just hitting go is never gonna just work. You gotta like what I do is I treat the area. I'll use packing blankets or whatever and put them over, the whole area of where the mic in the cab is, so it doesn't get the room reflections. Mic placement, and there's times where you profile your amp and you don't touch anything and it comes out great, and then you shoot another one and it's completely different, like with the definition, and you're like, I didn't change anything. Why is it the definition was 10, now it's 4? Like, what the hell? So it gets a little quirky sometimes. You got to work through some of that, but yeah, sometimes whenever I nail one, I'm like, oh, this one's perfect.
Save.
Yeah, save. You make sure you save. You never want to second guess one that you nail, because it's not going to do it again exactly the same.
G. Sanchez has joined us.
Hey, what's up, Gabriel?
Pierre Rock 35 watching and 4 likes. Oh yeah, X out of the live chat. Go like the show.
Please.
It helps with the algorithm.
Yeah,
and
it does help.
then you can go right back into the live chat after that. Thank you.
Yes.
Let's see. Kyle Hart, Flux, and I want to buy all of Jarrod's Kemper profiles too.
Well, that would be nice. I would appreciate that. You know, it's one way to support the channel, because I'm telling you, YouTube, I make diddly poo on YouTube, so that's why I do all these Kemper profiles, and I'm actually on Marketplace at line 6 too. I can sell presets there, so all that stuff adds up and
What are
helps
you
out.
called on
Tone Wars.
Tone Wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Kyle Hart, another amazing feature of the Kempers, you don't have to retune your guitar ever. You can just use the same guitar and turn on the transpose and be in any tuning you want.
It's true. Yep.
GM Iron, sold my Kemper rack for a stage, much happier. Also, sometimes you refer to refining profiles. What does that entail?
Oh, good question. All right, so, and congrats. I did the same thing. I had the toaster, and I sold it for the stage. I just much prefer the stage.
Sorry about the yawning.
It's all right.
Apparently my brain needs some oxygen.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we can't call you an airhead since your brain needs it.
Right.
So anyways, okay, so refining. So basically what you do is you let the Kemper do its thing, right? It's going to put all the spaceship noises through the amp and cab, and listen to the amp through the mics, and then obviously profile it. And then once it's done, you can save it and bypass the refining, but I'm telling you, it's not a good idea, because the profiles will not sound good. They'll be really soft and mushy sounding. So what you do is you hit refine, and you play some riffs through it. Just, you know, like that. You could play like the Dream Theater riff. You know, you could do that. Just play a couple really chunky riffs through it, and then, some open chords, or at least involve like the higher pitch strings and all that, and then hit save. And then what it's doing is it's listening to what your guitar, so it listened to all the frequencies through it with all the spaceship noises. Now it's listening for what your guitar sounds like through it. And then it puts those two algorithms together, and it really fine tunes how it sounds. And it's very important to do the refining. If you skip it, your profiles will never come out good. So refining is a big thing. You only got to play for like 10-15 seconds. You don't have to play forever. Just do chords and some chunky stuff, and then again, just let some things ring out, and you're good.
Dean Harkness says, another one for everyone and Tone Wars. The Kemper had been around for a while, so has XFX and HELIX. Think we're hitting a plateau? Question mark?
Oh, I don't think so. Because I think there's going to be a HELIX 2. And I also think that there's going to be, I don't think Kemper has to come out with a new unit, but I think that just because of the way the market is, and everybody always wants the new shiny thing, that, Christoph's going to have to come up with something just to keep up with, are you pointing at me? Yeah, Christoph's going to have to come up with something that, makes that happen, because, if he doesn't, everybody else is going to pass him up with all their new shiny things, and then he's going to look like old tech, even though he's not. I think if he does do a new one, it'll be a dual amp unit, where they do dual amps, and now you can run 2 amps at once and make your sound even bigger, and you can pan them and all that. That's what I would recommend if he did that. That would be awesome.
CG, sounds awesome, he said. Going to have to look into it. Can you run it into a cab if you wanted, or is it only DI?
Good question. Yes, you can. So what you want to do, the funny thing is studio profiles are ones that you use direct into a PA or DI. DI profiles are ones that you use with a real amp and cab. So what you want to do is, they're called direct, so I have those available on my website. So what I do is I profile the amplifier without the cab. So all you're getting is, the static from the amplifier, basically, that sound that it makes without a cab, And what you do is you take that and you run it into a power amp and cab, and it sounds just like the amplifier. My suggestion for you, if you're going to do that, is make sure you get a tube amplifier. Like KSR makes one. I think it's called the PA50, and it's an all-tube 50-watt amplifier. And there's a lot of good features on it, and it's about the size of a small loaf of bread, like like those little rye loaves, like about like that. And it's very lightweight, easy to carry around, very portable. And I've heard nothing but good things about them. So use that in a real cab, and you're good. Because the thing is if you use like a power station or some of those like solid state amps, it's not the same. Like it can get kind of cold sounding. I'm not a big fan of the power station, and I think that's what it's called. It's that. Oh geez, it's the one with the big knob on it. It's gray with the big knob. I'm not familiar with the names of everything because for some reason my brain's not working lately. But I think it's the power station. But yeah, just avoid solid state stuff. Get a good tube power amp.
Kyle Hart says, when I play on stage, I just run XLR to the soundboard. It's so simple.
Honestly, that's the best way to do it. I mean, that is the way I would do it. Because if you want to practice at home, just get a good pair of studio monitors, like the ones that I have here, the LP6s by Cali Audio. I mean, they're great. And you just plug in, you get stereo separation, and you go direct out. And it's less worry and less stuff to set up at a gig too, because now you need to have it mic'd again when you're on stage if you use a power amp and cab, where if you just take a good profile and run direct with it, you're good.
Brent Box is with us. Hey Brent.
What's
I'm
up?
not sure what that means. Second gear doing 65. Does that make sense to you?
Second gear doing 65.
Oh, with my car.
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, it just dawned on me. I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, that's what happened. I'm going.
Yep, that's what happened.
It flips down. It was a good impression.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Exactly.
It's scary too, because you're like, what's happening to my car? And
Yep, it can get pretty nuts.
Purock says Jarrod showed me the light on the tube power amps.
Oh, good. Yeah, the tube power amps are really the way to go. I mean, there is a difference. There really is. There's a coldness and a sterility in the sound when it comes to solid state amps. They're just anemic sounding, And as soon as you plug into a tube, one, you're just like, oh, there's the warmth and that bigness and fullness that I was looking for, and the feel is better too.
CS has joined us. Hey,
What's
CS.
up, Chris?
Sorry I'm late. He was doing laundry.
Oh, he's got a standing corner with a piece of gum on his nose.
Yeah, you should carry your phone around, man.
Yeah, you gotta sit in the diaper chair now. That's what we had when I was in like
a diaper chair.
Yeah. Well, when I went to church when I was a kid, we had children's church, and we had this mean teacher in there, and if you acted up, she had a chair that she put a diaper on. And if you acted up, you had to sit in the diaper chair.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
That's terrible.
I know.
Did you act up though?
No. Oh, I was not going to sit in a diaper chair.
You're not going to sit in the diaper chair.
But
well, maybe we should do that now. I think the kids these days need the diaper chair.
I think a lot of them would probably like it.
They want the diaper chair.
Yeah. A lot of them are still wearing diapers, if you ask me.
Ooh, I see a nice compliment. CG says, Carrie, my wife loves your cold shoulder starry boss. Thank you. Thank you. I love it too. If I could remember where I got it, I would tell you, but I've had it for a couple years. So. But I like it too.
She's all about the cold shoulder shirts. Mm-hmm. She wears them all the damn time.
All the time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Keith, A, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
He said, Jarrod, is there any Easter eggs in the 50-watt stuff?
No, unfortunately not. The Easter eggs were only in the 100-watt. And I actually bought that amplifier not knowing that. And somebody, I'm sorry if you're here watching and I forget if you told me, but somebody mentioned about it. And I was like, really? That sounds weird. And I came down here and fired it up and checked it. I was like, oh my God, this is not...
No.
Like, it's not a thing. It's not like a fake thing. Like, it's real. And the more I dug into the Easter eggs, the more I was like, dude, this amp is legit. I mean, the stuff that you can do on the EL34 100 and on the Stealth 100, they both have the identical Easter eggs. And, man, I'm telling you, it's amazing. So, and I've been wanting to profile it with those Easter eggs for a couple months now, but I've been so busy with work that, like, Thanksgiving was my day off, and I was like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm going to do the profiles. So I was down here for hours getting everything captured and filed, and then I had to shoot the video about it and everything. But I'm telling you guys, like, it is awesome, and these are my new favorite profiles. As soon as I did these, I found my favorite one, which is number 3, and I actually made presets out of it. So you have presets with, you know, crunch and lead that I put in there for you in the folder. So
Steve-O was wondering if the EL3400 has the Easter eggs. Oh, you already answered that, my bad.
Yes, it does. Yep.
Let's see. Paul Smith says, me too on the stage.
Yeah.
Flux, this is awesome info. Thanks, Jarrod.
Oh, you're welcome, man. That's what tonight's all about, man.
CMO79, liked, excited, and re-entered the stream. Just hanging back some today. We'll be getting recording room happening soon. Nice.
Oh.
Catching up on sweet potatoes. Ooh.
Sweet taters.
Did you put apples and crush them up with some butter and cinnamon?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, good to see you here, man.
Damien Crow says, I have to say the new Helix cab update really impressed me. For the first time, I have trouble choosing Kemper or Helix.
Ah, yeah, they did a great job on the new cabs. They really did. I love the Kemper. I like them both. I do prefer the Kemper because, I mean, I have all these amps here. So if I wanted to go out and do a show, I mean, I can just profile these one of the amps or a couple of them and take it with me and know that they sound legit, you know.
GM Iron says the teacher would put me in a corner, tell me to count the bumps on the wall, and I put gum on her chair.
Yeah, there's my kind of guy right there.
I went to a private school and we got spanked. Like, there's no chair in the corner. If we got sent to the principal's office, he had a paddle.
Yep, we had a
paddled
paddle
our
in
behind.
I went to private schools and public schools, and at my public school we had the paddle.
Yeah, they don't have paddles at
Not
public
anymore.
schools.
I'll tell you what, that's the problem these days, to be honest with you. I mean, our principal was Mr. Good, and he could swing.
Good.
Yep, and he could swing that thing. It was a big one with a bunch of holes in it, so the air wouldn't slow it down.
Even worse.
And in our yearbook, there was a picture of him. It was a mock picture of him, you know, smacking a guy. And it was a funny mock picture, but now that would be considered horrible. We thought it was funny. It was like, whatever, man. People lost their sense of humor, you know.
That's a private school kid, too. Yeah, from GM Iron. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Up till 8th grade, and then I went to public schools. I just saw another one. Aaron Lucas, can you do Nutty Professor refuse to sit in the diaper chair?
I ain't sitting in no diaper chair. I'm gonna sit in the nice ass section. That's where I'm gonna sit.
The fine ass.
That's right. I'm gonna sit in the fine ass section. This fine ass section. I ain't sitting in no diaper ass chair.
Tim Pascal. Greetings from Germany. Oh, there's another part of your name.
Hey, what's up?
Pascal Lau, L-A-U, is that how you say it?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in from Germany.
Yeah.
Let's see, where else are we at? Brent, I got that. I see the paddle shifter. I scrolled, and now I don't know where I'm at. Dean Harkness, I'm sure there will be revisions, but I think the improvements we saw in modeling will be more incremental compared to the big jump.
Well, I hope, I honestly think, now you guys tell me what you think, but I think modeling is on its way out. I really do. I think it's a technology that served us well for the time being, but it's like, in my opinion, it's kind of like where the DVD is now. It's like VHS was awesome, but then as soon as we saw DVDs, we were like, oh, VHS, who cares about that? DVDs is so much better. And then Blu-ray came out, and now we're at 4K, and I think we're going to 7K, or I don't know. There's all kinds of Ks out there. But, you know, the thing is, though, is as good as modeling is, and it's good tech still, but I think that modeling is being surpassed by profiling or capturing, you know, which is what the Quad Cortex does. And I just think it's better. It's more 3D, it sounds better, it feels better, and you can have anything you want. You're not waiting for the company to release an update so that you can have these amp models. I can profile any amp I want and have it whenever I want. And so can you, because I'll release the profile packs, and if you type in like Diesel Herbert profiles, I'm sure you'll find 20 guys that are selling them. You know what I mean? You can find anything you want out there. So it's nice to have. It's more variety.
Aaron Lucas says, for monitoring your Kemper, what's your thoughts on the Line 6 power cab? Is it as real as the studio monitors you've mentioned? And what are those monitors? Again, laugh out loud.
Oh, the Cali, I have the IN8s down here and the LP6s upstairs. I think the LP6s, they have a new replacement model now. But I for home use, I would always recommend nothing else but studio monitors. They're flat, they're true, they're real, they sound amazing, and you get the stereo separation. And these, I mean, it's pretty loud down here. Like I got the monitors down here, and when I'm playing my mixes in a few minutes here, it's booming. Like we're not blowing our heads off down here, but it's definitely loud enough. So the Line 6 power cab I think is decent. But I went through the whole FR cab thing for a while, and there's some that are better than others, but nothing beats a pair of good studio monitors. So that's the way I would go.
Pure Rock Fury says, the power cabs may work for the Helix. I couldn't get it to sound decent with my Kemper.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent unit, but like I said, I'm telling you, once you get a good pair of studio monitors, you're never going to want to play through anything else. That stereo separation, especially with the delays, you know, the ping pong delays and all that, it just sounds so massive. It just sounds awesome. And it's true.
Flux says, I want to use the Kemper to control my diesel VHX for live shows and give me the best backup possible if the VHX has a problem live. The Helix proved it ain't ready on Saturday.
Oh, that's too bad that happened. I mean, it's definitely unfortunate. I use my Helix for a lot of gigs, and it served me well. But hey, if you had a bad experience with it, I understand. And the Kemper will control your rig, and the nice thing about the Kemper is it can control your rig and literally replace it if necessary. Like, sound for sound, it can replace your rig as well. So it's nice.
Yeah, GM got spanked too. Kyle Hart said same. You get spanked too?
We all done got spanked.
Tech Death Hippie, how are you, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
He says, I'm still giving guitar lesson.
Sweet, man.
Yeah. Let's see. Kyle Hart says, my assistant principal in high school, even though he was going to hit me, yeah, he changed his mind. Raven the Blackfeather. Hey, everyone.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Horns up from Canada.
Horns up.
Horns up from Michigan.
That's right, man.
Jim Fisher says, I had a history teacher that yelled at me for bringing a cookie to class. Instead of putting it in the trash, I crumbled it on her desk and walked to the principal's office before she could kick me out. That was a good move. I'm just going to see myself out now.
That's funny. We've all had our moments in school, haven't we?
Just see myself out.
I'll just see myself out. Thank you.
Oh, boy.
We'll tune up here, and then I'll start playing some mixes.
Dean Harkness says, FYI, I looked it up. There are definitely 7 and 8 string classical guitars.
Oh, nice.
I think somebody needs one. Oh, Dean, private school here too, yep. Brent Box, yep, principal had a paddle as well. I once made the mistake of grinning when I was returning to class and the teacher sent me back for more paddle. Oh, yeah, that doesn't help. You don't smile. Just go with it.
Yeah.
You'll get more.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, you're enjoying it? How about this?
Oh, you like that, huh?
Yeah. Paul Smith says, we did a shootout a couple of years ago. Nobody cared for the power cab.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. We did a blind shootout. I remember that. I think that was when I first met Paul. Yep. That was a fun night. Charles
Wagner, I basically checked out of school in the 10th grade and graduated high school because of the No Child Left Behind Act.
Oh, nice. I have a 9th grade education, and I'm proud of it.
Well, Jared didn't finish school.
I dropped out, and I'm super happy that I did.
Don't get him started.
Yep, I'm an entrepreneur, man. I don't need no school.
Charles Wagner says, modeling is cool, but nothing replaces amps, period.
Oh, I hear you. Modeling's cool. Profiling's cool. I mean, amps are the real deal, but watch my video tomorrow on that. I did a video on that, and I got to edit it tonight and upload it. But I covered some pretty good ground on that whole topic.
Bobcat is sold. He's buying a Kemper.
Ah, nice, man. I'm telling you, dude, you'll like your Kemper. You really will. Reach out to me when you get yours, and I'll send you a starter profile pack. How's that?
Gravel Rock saw the picture. Are you going back to Synergy?
Oh, I got it right up there, and I've had the Sin 2 laying around here for ever, like a couple years at least. And I sold my other stuff, but I saw it the other day. I'm like, why don't I use this? So I got my old Camera Rock module and I hooked the whole thing up through my Rev, and tried it out last night. It sounds killer. So I almost went live with that tonight, but I figured I'll do the Kemper for now because I still got some dialing in to do on all that. But yeah, it sounded good. But the Fryette, I picked one up and I just can't gel with it, man. It's so dry and unforgiving. I feel like I'm playing a clean amp. There's no saturation to it. It's just really dry and just, in my opinion, kind of lifeless, man. And it's been a while since I played that one, and I remembered liking it more than I liked it last night when I hooked it up. I hooked it up and I'm like, where's the gain? Like, it's cranked, and I'm like, okay, then there's a gain boost switch, and it's just really dry. I was like, I don't think I'm going to keep that.
Daryl McMillan, a really cool rig would be the HX effects with a Kemper.
Oh, that would be interesting. I guess it would add effects to it, but what? Let me ask you this, Daryl. What effects does the HX effects have that the Kemper doesn't? I'm not challenging you. I'm just wondering, like, what you think. Why you think that would be a good pairing? I ain't challenging you. I ain't challenging nobody.
Kyle says as long as you have good power studio monitors, you're set with the Kemper.
No, you're right. It's really all you need. And I can't tell you enough, the Cali Audio IN8s or LP6s are freaking beautiful. They're awesome.
Paul Smith says studio monitors won't work for live.
No, we used in-ears, so I didn't need them, so it didn't matter to me. And before we used in-ears, I just said put me in the monitors. I didn't care, as long as I could hear myself, that's all that mattered to me. But once you go in-ears,
didn't care if anybody else could hear themselves. As long as he could hear himself.
They were my monitors, not yours. So if you walked over to my area, that's all on you. But if once you go in-ears though, you're set. You don't really need anything else.
Don't go back.
Yep.
Mark in the mix. Hey, man.
Hey, what's happening?
He says live 2x12 or 4x12 coming out of the monitor of the Kemper is my jam.
Is my jam. Yeah, that sounds good, man.
Kyle Hart, if you're playing live, they will have a soundboard you can run straight into.
Yep.
Pure Rock Fury, Jarrod has a ton of videos on the Kemper. He's the main reason I bought one a few years back.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad. Thank you.
CG, thanks for joining. He said he's got to run, folks. Thanks for the great info tonight.
Oh, you're welcome, man. You are more than welcome. Thanks for hanging.
CM079, before I went tube, I had two 1x12 line 6 power cabs and cascaded them in stereo with my HELIX.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
Aaron Lucas, I have a line 6 power cab. When I run my Kemper through it, there are times you can hear a digital frequency or static where it sounds computerized. Almost got me there. But I found you.
I found you.
I found you.
Yeah, that's why the studio monitors are the way to go. Speaking of which, let me play through those right now.
Sure.
Let me do a mix or two for you guys, and get this train rolling. 1 second here, guys. I got to make a few adjustments. now we on.
Kyle Hart said that's the best your pinch harmonics have ever sounded.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, they're...
Is the best your pinch harmonics have ever come out.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Yeah, they're juicy on the Kemper, man. There's a lot of angst to them here. So yeah, I'm telling you, man, I'm really digging these profiles, man. They are sounding and feeling great.
KH, how are you? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, what's up, man?
He said he barely graduated high school himself.
Hey, good for you.
Kyle Hart says Fryette is known for being dry, like Pitbull.
Oh yeah, yep, they are super dry. Super dry. Is your mic on?
Plugged in.
Yeah, you're super low again. I'm sorry, guys, about the mic issues tonight. It is really driving me nuts. I can barely hear you when you talk.
How's that? Any better?
Yeah, a little.
A little better?
Yeah, just kind of speak up, I guess. Let me see where your mic is. Can you bring it up higher?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might want to just bring it up higher. Yeah, we're going to do some adjustments to these stupid mics tonight. Yeah, it's just really weak. I'm furious.
Let's see. Gravel Rocks, Jarrod, are you getting the chug pedal?
No, I don't really have, good question. I mean, I don't really have any use for those kinds of pedals. I mean, I just think they're kind of gimmicky, you know. I mean, putting a solid state pedal in front of a clean amp just to get some distortion out of it, I mean, I'd rather just get really good, like, preamp gain out of a tube amp, you know. I mean, to me, it just sounds better. I mean, good for Ola. I mean, Ola's awesome. I love Ola's channel and stuff, but I don't have any use for a pedal like that. It's just not something I would use.
Constantine M, how are you? He says, you are using KZ AS10 in-ears, question mark?
Yes, KZ AS10s, yep.
Dean Harkness says, I have an HX effects, and it is cool, but I'm going back to a pedal board. I don't need a ton of options, just a few pedals with one job.
Yeah.
Well.
Pedals are nice. 1 second, guys. I'm going to mute and adjust this mic thing. 1 second here. Whoa. All right, hang on. Okay, there we go. Now everything sounds normal. Oh, dude, good Lord. All I had to do was just twist the cable over there. Sorry, guys. I don't know if it's a bad cable. I don't know what it is. But anybody who knows me, I don't fix things. I destroy them. So anything that doesn't work properly, it gets smashed against the wall, and I buy a new one. So that's kind of where I'm at. Hulk smash. If I was a repairman, that's who I would be. Hulk smash repair.
Look at his ears. Turn your head to the side.
Are they
They're super.
I'm serious, man. When stuff doesn't work, I don't fix it. I destroy it. I really do.
Oh, that's funny.
I have thrown some chairs in my day.
All right. Yep. They're saying she's back.
Yeah, we're both back. I mean, now this sounds normal. I don't have that stupid in the background, that stupid mosquito noise. All right.
Let's see. Mark in the Mix says, wow, these profiles are a whopping $10? Question mark. That's a blessing and quite generous of you both. Oh, it's generous of him.
Thank you.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, if it was up to her, they'd be 80. No.
No.
No, I just wanted to do it because I think it's, you know, they're on sale. It's a Black Friday weekend sale. They'll go up to about 15, I think, when I'm done. But I mean, 10. I just figured it's a no-brainer. It's the EVH Stealth Red channel with the Easter eggs, and they sound amazing and they feel amazing. It's like, how can you turn that down? I mean, heck, you spend $10 on a horrible cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, these are great. So I'm telling you, man, and you're hearing them tonight. I'm playing them, and they're freaking awesome.
Let's
Let me
see.
switch guitars here.
Sure, Bobcat, the Heliosphere delay. It's a line 6 delay from their Mark II delay pedal. Not sure if a similar option is in the Kemper. It's a delay with reverb only on the delay. Absolutely loves it.
Oh yeah, I think Kemper's got stuff like that. They actually have. I'll put it to you this way, man. Kemper has the absolute best delays and reverbs that you can find on any digital platform. The reverbs are stupid. You can get so creative with the reverbs. In fact, I'll show you. I'll show you tonight in a second here when I switch guitars. I'll show you some cool stuff that I did with a reverb that I put on my clean channel, and I morphed it from like a pretty basic, nice, pleasant clean channel to a very atmospheric, lush, crazy, like Middle Earth kind of reverb. And that's the tip of the iceberg, what you can do with the reverbs. I mean, they're stupid crazy. So let me switch to that patch now.
KH, Chris Hall. I went to a high school with Chris Hall. My maiden name is Hall.
What's up, Chris?
It used to be Carrie Hall, so it's Carrie with a K as well.
What's up, Chris? I know Chris. He's from Concrete Angels.
Oh, okay.
If that's the Chris, unless there's another Chris Hall out there, but yeah, you got to give me a call. I saw you had a question in the Kemper group. I'll be happy to help you out with that.
Hey, is he the air conditioning guy?
No, that's his guitar player.
Have your guitar player give him a call.
Yeah, because I need air conditioning in the winter.
He needs an updated unit.
I do.
No.
Yeah. But let me show you this clean channel real quick.
Sure.
All right, so this is just the plain version of it with a little bit of, what do I have? A little bit of chorus, delay, and reverb. So here it is.
That's pretty.
Okay, so now let me morph into a bigger, more lush sound. Give it a second. So there's, I mean, and like I said, it's the tip of the iceberg, what you can do with the reverbs. There's so many amazing sounds. You can actually have a reverb that has a string pad underneath it, or a choir, or all kinds of like things floating around out there that are so musical, and octave notes. There's a lot of crazy things that it does, and if you dial it in properly, I mean, you'll be amazed at how cool it sounds. I mean, people will be like, "Where's the keyboard player?" And it sounds like you have a keyboard pad underneath what you're playing, and it's just, and you have freeze. So freeze is an amazing feature here. I'll show you. So listen to this real quick, okay? So I can create my own pad right here. So let's see. Let me turn on my wireless. Freeze. It's just a glorious pad.
Oh, I thought something else went wrong.
Oh.
I was like, oh no.
No, it's...
We'll have a good night, guys. See you later.
Jared's gonna destroy the house.
Look away. Look away.
But you can hear this pad going right now. Ooh, that was off key. I was going minor and a major. Yeah, so this, and then when you turn it off, it fades away. So sorry about the horrible notes there, but you get the idea. So it's got freeze. So a lot of times when I get stuck, because I obviously don't know theory. So a lot of times when I get stuck on a part of a song where I'm writing a solo and I'm like, there's a chord, and I'm like, what scale or what riff or whatever, I will do that. I will actually play. I'll find my clean channel, play a thing, freeze it, and all the notes are there, and it's this pad that I can just riff over until I find what works. It's a great writing tool, and it sounds amazing. So there's just so many cool features, you know.
Yo-yos. Is it yo-yos or yo? I don't know, but hi anyway.
Yo.
He says, oh, hi. Haven't seen one of your lives in forever.
Oh, good to see you, man.
He said, we rock. And
Thank
then
you.
down farther, he says, oh, that sounds so nice. It's clean.
Thank you. Yeah, it's beautiful. And that was my Diesel Herbert profile that I did for my video that I'm releasing tomorrow. And it took me like a couple minutes to do, and it was done.
Hey, Garv Lama. He said hi.
What's going on,
He says,
man?
good morning.
Good morning.
We are doing good. I see you are doing good on Facebook.
Dude, he's an amazing guitarist.
Yeah. Yes, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
everybody go
thanks,
check
man.
out you can go find him on Facebook, and he's got some albums. And
dude, he's an amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
Wow, freaking sick. Yeah, I'd like to see you get, you're still playing a Helix, right? I think he sounds great on it. I think it would be cool to see him get a Kemper or something like, or amps, I don't know. I'd like to see you get some other gear and mess around with it and see what you think, man. I think you'd like it.
Mark in the Mix says, hot damn, if you start talking tweaking effects, I'm all in.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man, the Kemper, it's so much fun to tweak the effects. And I remember people saying before, like a year ago, like, their effects are kind of lacking. I'm like, what? Like, dude, I don't know how they get that rap, because, like, there are so many beautiful delays and reverbs and all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with the Kemper. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. It's endless.
Grav asked Jarrod, what feels good to play between Fractal and Quad Cortex? Which one is better?
I think if you play a capture on the Quad Cortex, it would probably be better than a Fractal model. But the Fractal models are good. When I played through a Fractal, I found it to be a little stiff. Because, like I said, modeling to me is just, it's becoming something that, in my opinion, is a little outdated, especially when you compare it to profiling. I just think profiling is better. It's more 3D. It's more, the feel is usually better. So, between the two, I don't know, because the Quad Cortex has a ways to go as far as effects and updates and stuff like that. So, between the two, that's a tough choice for me. I don't know, because the Fractal does offer a lot of great effects. Between the two, I'd pick the Kemper. I mean, honestly, that's if I preferred one of those over the Kemper, I would definitely be using one of those. And if I were to buy a Quad Cortex, the only reason why I would buy it is to make money off of the captures. I'm just being transparent. I honestly would only own it for that reason. I mean, not because I don't like it, but just because I have a Kemper and that's just what I prefer, and I've shot them out, and I think the Kemper's better. But they're pretty close, you know, quality-wise as far as sound and stuff. But we did a live shootout between the two, remember? A blind shootout with 3 guitar players, and we all picked the Kemper, and we didn't know what we were playing. We honestly did not know. And at the end of it, all 3 of us picked the Kemper. So I don't know what that tells you, but it tells me.
I like to sing over the Kemper.
Yeah, you do. You do. Yep, you prefer it.
I do.
Yep.
Raven Blackfeather says it sounds similar to the Gojira plug-in cleans.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there's just so many great things you can do with the cleans on the Kemper. I mean, we use it for the acoustic stuff too, the piezo stuff, you know. So
Muska has joined us.
Oh, what's happening?
Hey, how are you? I'm going to slaughter this name. Axiom, is that how you say it? Axiom's Underground?
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you want to play something else?
Yes, I do. Let me do a couple of my typical ones that I do just to get warmed up on this guitar. So let me mute the mic here 1 second, and I will be back with some music. All right, hang on a second here.
It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be.
No.
I was overthinking the name. I was thinking like Axiom. How does it? It's Axiom.
Axiom.
My bad.
That's those private schools for you. All right, 1 second. And we're back.
Yeah, you're getting some great comments. I wanted you to be able to talk back to
okay.
them.
Thank you.
So Yo-Yo says, dang, that sounds awesome. Nice tone.
Oh, thank you.
And then Axiom, what the fuck? Right? And then Garav Llama says, man, what are you playing with right now? It's so damn good. Can hear it in stereo.
Yeah. It's the Kemper. Yep, right here. It's the Kemper stage, and they're my new profiles that I just made of the EVH Stealth 100
Those
red
are
channel.
tight.
They are.
They're really, I can tell.
Yep.
And I'm not big, I just want to sing over top of whatever it is. But those are tight.
Yeah, and you're hearing, you were
Crispy.
saying, you were saying I can hear all the detail.
Yes.
Like, it sounds so clear and detail-like, so... Yeah, and what I did, and I just made a minor adjustment to the profile. I just turned the gain down a little bit today, and all of a sudden it was just like, there's that hit, that I love so much. So, yep.
Gaurav says, I want to make a decision between FM9 or QC. I tried XFX too. It was good, but I don't know much about QC, so I'm scared.
Why? Okay, so I hate to sound like a Kemper shill, because I'm not. I don't care. I play amps. I was just playing the Kemper tonight, but why not a Kemper, dude? I mean, seriously, why wouldn't you consider a Kemper? Because I'm telling you, man.
You could sound just like Jarrod.
Sound like me for $17.99. No, it really is. Like, I've played them all. I've played every single freaking modeler and profiler and thiser and thater out there, and I'm telling you, the Kemper is the one that I always prefer every single time. I prefer the sound, I prefer the feel, I prefer the effects, I prefer the flexibility, I prefer the fact that I can have any amp I want. See, the problem with a lot of these different modelers out there is you're waiting on them to bestow you with your amplifier with the next update. With the Kemper, you can update it whenever you want. I just updated mine yesterday by profiling the Stealth, and there it is. Because most modelers, what the update is, new amps. I update mine whenever I want. Every time you go online and buy a profile pack, you just updated your Kemper. And profile packs are actually really inexpensive. You know, there's a lot of great deals on them out there. So I honestly, and again, I'm not trying to sound like a shill, because you guys know that when you watch the show, I play mostly amps on the show. But when I do go digital, I typically use the Kemper. And to me, it's just a no-brainer. Like, so again, I ask you, sir, why not a Kemper?
Well, I want to read one. There's a bunch of them, but
Okay.
Mark in the Mix says, I'm in the kitchen doing dishes with my fist in the air. It makes me want to climb a mountain and fight a dragon. I love that so much. Dishes.
I should name that song Dragon Slayer.
The Dragon Slayer. I love that. So, Gaurav asked if you could please play something. He just wants to hear the room sound of the Kemper.
The room sound of the Kemper.
Yeah. Because now he's throwing it into the mix. He says now he has three choices. Three
you
to
mean
choose from.
just like, I mean, you don't want to hear how this little lav mic picks it up. It's going to sound like crap. But, I mean, I'll mute my mic and you can hear how it sounds direct through the PA. Now, just so you guys know, there's no tricks. There's no, like, EQ and compress. I don't do all that. It's all flat. I don't EQ, I don't compress, I don't do anything to my amp tones or my Kemper tones here. It's all straight up, you know, because last thing I want is somebody buying it and going, dude, that doesn't sound like it did on your channel. No, it's going to sound exactly like it does on the channel. So, yeah, I'll be happy to play a couple riffs for you, you know, direct out, and you can hear the crunch channel, and I'll do the lead channel, and then I will also do the clean channel for you. 1 second. So there you have it. I mean, there's all the tones right there, and I mean, I would be more than happy and proud to perform live with all that. I mean, I know I'm giving the audience a great sound, a great sonic experience, and I'm enjoying it. And the more I enjoy myself, the better I'm going to perform. I mean, if you're on stage and you're insecure about your sound, you know, it's kind of like showing up at a party with a bad haircut, right? I mean, if you show up at a party with a bowl cut, you're not going to be yourself. You're not going to be like the funny guy or walking up to all the girls with your pickup lines. I mean, you're going to be hiding in the corner, and that's if you even show up, you know.
Do you really show up with pickup lines ready? Do you have to have your pickup lines in your pocket?
I don't need to. They all come to me. I'll be like, form one line. Come on, ladies, one line. We don't got all night. Let's go.
It's a short line.
Yeah, I sit in the nice ass section. Hey, girls. No, that's really what it is, though. Like, you want to be secure about your sound, and the better you feel about your sound, the better you're going to perform. So it does matter. It should matter to you. You know?
Chris says, massive tone. I'm buying these to supplement the stealth profiles you made for me earlier this year.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I think you're going to like these, dude. I really do. These, because I think it was after I made those for you is when I discovered the Easter eggs in the amplifier. And right when I discovered the Easter eggs, I'm like, oh, man. So I had to give myself a little time to really, you know, get used to them. And then I got busy. And then as soon as I had a day off, I'm not kidding, I came down here and I was like, I'm profiling that.
He says, Chris, again, can you recap what the Easter eggs are in the stealth profiles?
Good question. So here is the Easter egg in the stealth profiles. Or the Easter egg in the stealth, too. So on the stealth, when you're on the red channel, and you adjust the gain on the blue channel, it greatly affects the whole gain structure of the red channel. So if you have, like, let's say your gain's at noon on the red channel, go to the blue channel and crank it all the way up, and a lot of you guys will be like, I don't need an overdrive anymore, because it actually acts as an overdrive. It tightens it up, and it makes it really aggressive. And you can turn your pedal off, and you don't need it. Or if you want to use your pedal, and you like how that sounds, but you kind of prefer your pedal, back the gain down on the blue channel at around anywhere between 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and find your sweet spot and engage your pedal, and you'll find the sweet spot where it works. And it's legit. This isn't like bro science here. This is real. It really does do that. And that's why Eddie was like, I don't need an overdrive. It's like, yeah, God bless you, Eddie, but you had one built into your amp. Thank you very much. You left that part out, you little rascal.
You little rascal.
He's not sitting in the nice ass section just because of that. Yeah.
Garv says, sounds so powerful, man, and
Thank you.
neat, and the delay sounds great. That ping pong delay. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm all about big fat stereo delays. I love it. It just makes your solos sound so huge, you know, and there's just like this majestic sound to them. So I'm huge on that.
Let's see. Kyle Hart, he has a song request. He wants to hear Out of Nowhere, but we have some other. Let me do some
sure.
comments.
I can do that for you.
Yeah. Vape and Shred says, I just bought your new EVH stealth profiles, and they're absolutely sick.
Thank you.
Thanks for saying so.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man.
Bob?
Which one's your favorite?
Yeah, let us know. Put it in the comments.
Mine's number 3, or just so you guys know, number 3 is the same one that's in the folder where I put the rhythm and lead in there, the crunch and lead, and I just tweaked them a little bit, put overdrives, and just kind of fine-tuned everything. So what I did on that tonight is I just turned the gain down just a hair on the crunch one, and it just tightened right up. It got really percussive and clear.
Bobcat says, hey Jarrod, have you done a video similar to HELIX, the one where you set up patches?
Oh, you mean on the Kemper? Mm-hmm. I haven't done that yet, but I've actually been thinking about it, so I can do that. Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Let's see, Tony. I thought that was hilarious. Tony Krosigk talking about the slaying the dragons. He said he's a dish slayer. Dish slayer.
He's a dish slayer. He's over there throwing dishes against the wall, and his wife's like, "Hey,
wait a second.
Sorry, I got caught up in the moment."
Mesqua, I don't own one, but I heard the Kemper has more of a learning curve, and then everybody jumped on and said, "Nope, it's a learning CU. Curve is finding the profiles that you gel with."
Yeah, it really is. They're right. I mean, the thing is with the Kemper, find a profile that you like, add the effects, and done. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to tweak your profiles very much at all. The only tweaking you should be doing to them is maybe adjust the gain a little bit, like what I did with my own, and then just add your effects. That's really the only thing that you need to do.
P-Rock Fury says Fractal needs a learning curve. Kemper, not so much.
Oh, Fractal is a nightmare to dial in. It's a lot of work dialing in a Fractal.
Steve-O, sorry, he's talking to somebody else. Paul Smith, you need an engineering degree for the Fractal. Tony says, how about a Robert De Niro pickup line?
Robert De Niro. How you doing? That was more like Rocky, wasn't it? How you doing? I know a good blowfish place.
Mesqua, I like simple. That's why I like my regular amps. Would like to have a profiler.
Yeah, see, that's the best of both worlds for me, because I keep my amps at home and I take them with me via the Kemper to go out and perform with. And the thing is like, I'm here making these profiles, and I know that, like, when you see the sausage being made, you know that it's good, right? Well, I'm the one actually not only seeing it, but I'm the one making the damn sausage. So I know, like, when I perform, or when I do the profiles and I do the...
There's no hoof stuffed in there.
No, ain't no hoofs. So, like, when I do the refining process, and the Kemper allows you to check, it allows you to play each one. You can play the profile and then the real amp. It's got a button on there that lets you do that. And when I nail it, I'm like, save, and you can't tell the difference. You really can't.
Mark in the mix. I have no plans of ever using anything other than the Kemper. I've used it for bass, quality acoustic guitar tones live, and of course electric guitars.
Yeah, it's great, and there's so many bands that use them.
I wonder what it would sound like with a nylon guitar.
You know, it might sound pretty damn good.
Might have to check that one out.
I might have to do that. Somebody's wanting some nylon strung guitar. Somebody.
Steve-O says, Jarrod, what about a video going through your profiling process? My next hurdle with the Kemper.
Yeah, I can do that. I've actually, the video that I recorded today, I was actually going to put the process in there, but what happened was I started getting into time issues, and I'm like, I gotta end the video. So maybe I could do another one where I do that. So I appreciate the question.
I scrolled past a comment that I was going back to. Axiom says, I'm calling the cops. He's assaulting that guitar. Vape and Shred. To tell you the truth, I just put them in my profiler a little while ago and have only used one so far, and it was only for a few minutes. However, it was instant love, and I can't wait to check out the rest later tonight. The first chug was all it took, and I instantly knew this was awesome.
Love it, first chug. That's the way. I appreciate that. So, let me know what you think of the ones in the folder, the crunch, rhythm, and lead. I want to get your thoughts on that, because those are the ones that I had the instant, like, love at first chug with. I'm like,
Love it first chug. You need to have a t-shirt.
Love it first chug.
Love it first chug.
If I could rename my profiles, I would call them Love it first chug.
You need to make a new one and call it that.
Love it first chug.
Yeah.
That would be a good name for them. I'm gonna do that.
Yes.
Remind me.
Love it first. I'm gonna text you right now.
Love it first
chug.
But that's really what it was with me. I profiled it, I refined it, and I checked it. And I'm like, oh man, I struck gold with this one. I'm like, number 3, I wrote a note, like, remember number 3, that's the one you want to do the special, folder for. Because I do that in all my packs. I'll find one that really works for me, and I'll freaking make a folder. And that's what I'm playing tonight, and I'm not kidding you. The only thing I changed is I backed the gain down just a hair. A couple of dots, the dots on the dial. Just back it down like a dot and a half, 2 dots, and it's just perfect. It's so percussive at that point.
Let's see. Dean says at Carrie, they make electrics too, from what I saw. Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
nice.
She was looking them up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vape and Shred, laugh out loud. I'll definitely let you know, and feel free to use my line. Love it first chug.
Love it first chug, baby. It's like the perfect line. It really is, man. Yes. Such a guitar player thing.
Play Out of Nowhere for Kyle.
Yes, I will. All right, 1 second. Let me take off the O. I actually played that one tonight in warm-up, so hopefully I can play it properly. Let me find it. It's right there. All right, let's do some Out of Nowhere.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Mesqua says, we need to chip in and get you some new jeans. And I said, you just showed your age with that comment. I feel like it's what my parents say when my kids show up to their house with the holy jeans.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at
They
that.
come that way now, huh? Did you pay full price for half your jean?
Actually, they charge extra for the
They
holes.
do. They charge extra for the holes.
No, we dragged them all the way home from the mall in the car.
Oh, Hesher. Hey, how are you?
Hey, haven't seen you here in a spell.
Yeah,
Good to see you, man.
sounding great.
Thank you.
Axiom, he assaulted it so much one of the strings split, and it's now a 7-string.
It is a 7-string. So yeah, you're right.
Flashback 01, dude, sounds killer.
Thank you. Yeah, these are definitely a lot of fun to play. Very inspiring to play, and yeah, they really fill the room with a lot of great sound and the clarity. The thing that we're noticing here, right? Like sitting here,
So clear and crisp.
it's very clear. It's very fat. It's very aggressive, and they stand out in the mix in all the good ways.
Have to see what it's like to sing over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that maybe next week or something.
Week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. For show.
Tony says, no, those are John Petrucci worn guitar pickup jeans. Jarrod is right. That's right. Those are expensive holes.
Yeah, those are expensive holes, man.
John Petrucci worn.
Exactly.
Dean says, my daughter called and she wants her to know where Jarrod got his jeans. Oh, those were...
Where did we get these?
Well,
American
you
Eagle?
got them.
Was it American Eagle?
American Eagle, or it's... What's that one store?
Baby Gap?
No,
just kidding.
stand up. Where's your label? American Eagle.
Enjoy the view. Enjoy it.
From the fine diaper section.
I got these in the fine ass section at American Eagle.
There you go.
That's right.
Nancy, have you ever created direct profiles and then not play them back with the original tube amp that was used? Let's say a solid state power source. It sounds nothing like the profiled amp.
Good question. I'm trying to remember if I've done that. I don't think I have. What did I do? I think I did it once with check my video where I did it with the KSR. I did it, it's called DI Profiles, You're Doing It Wrong. And I actually did that in the video, and I'm trying to remember what power amp. I might have played it through my Synergy power amp at the time. And I don't remember what the difference was, but they were damn close. But I did a video on how people are doing using their DI profiles wrong. So that might be something you want to check out too, because I did it because a lot of people were saying, when I do DI profile, when I'm using a profile, like if I want to go
Is that
direct,
what they said?
yeah, I'm trying to figure out all the words. Like full derp there. So a lot of times people will say, I'll just take a studio profile and turn the cab off and run that direct through a power amp and cab, and it sounds fine. And I'm like, no, it don't. That does not sound fine, because you can't take a studio profile and turn the cab off and run it through a power amp and cab and it sounds natural. It sounds terrible. It's this weird, funky sound that you get out of it. You have to use a DI profile made with just the amp and not the cab, because basically a studio profile, the amp and cab are kind of, it's like it's all in the same soup. You can't separate them. I mean, you can turn the cab off, but it's not going to sound like just the amp without the cab at that point. So there's a weirdness there. So I showed it in that video. So, and in that video I did use a separate power amp. So that's the only time I think I've done that.
Dean says I'm not telling her in the fine ass section. Right.
Yeah, you gotta go to the nice ass section.
Nick says you guys are awesome going to work.
Oh, thanks, man.
Have a good day at work.
Have a good day, man. Good to see you.
Fox says, which Kemper stage delay is your favorite?
Kemper stage delay that's my favorite is, it's just the dual delay. And I have it set for For rhythm, I have it set at the 316 and 616 note values, and because it's a little shorter. And then for the lead, I have it at 416 and 816. For the note value, because I want it a little bigger, and that's basically how I do it. And then I'll add a little bit of, chorus to it. So like here is the regular version of it, and then I morph it with the chorus. So here's the regular version of the delay right now in the lead channel. And then I'll morph the chorus in there. You hear that chorus, modulation on the delays, and I just think that sounds really cool. So if you're doing like little in and out things, on a solo where you're just kind of doing some moody stuff. And you're going in and out, and you let those trails kind of loop around, and you can hear that little spice on them. I just think that's a nice little addition to what you're doing. It's a nice thing, nice touch.
Dean says, foot in ass section maybe. Go to your room and be innocent.
Foot in ass. I don't even have to ask.
Do you remember that video? It was a total spoof, but there was a girl playing the piano, and her dad was like yelling at her, but it was her husband, but they were playing like it was.
Oh,
and he
the
said
Indian
like,
lady.
yeah, he was like, go to your room, shut the windows, do your homework.
Yeah. It's funny.
It was so funny.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
I can't remember.
They always argue, and he always, yeah. She's hilarious, man.
Shut the windows, go to your room, do your homework.
Yeah, they're funny.
Oh, God. Keith A., do you have any presets on the Spark you can share? Thanks.
Yes, look me up in the Spark app, and I'm under Tone Wars, and I have 3 on there. There's a rhythm, a lead, and a clean that I did. I think I might have done one for piezo too, but I know I did a rhythm, lead, and clean. They were just quick ones that I put up there, and I love the rhythm and lead ones. I use those all the freaking time. I use them almost every day, and it's just one of those presets that, I don't even touch them. I just turn it on and play, and I just think they work. They work for mixes and for just personal practice time. Got something in my eye.
Dan C. says, I have a powered Kemper head and use it with a real cabinet with studio profiles with cab off, and it's hit or miss. Mostly miss. You have to EQ the hell out of them.
Yeah, you got to use the de-ice, for that, and turn the cab in the Kemper off. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's just the way it is. I've done the experiments with it, and it really is different. It's kind of like, what was it equal to? Like on modelers, they had the same issue with stuff. They would run it through a cab with a speaker emulation, but leave the IR on in the modeler, and it had this weird sound, and it's like, you could tell right away like something's off, so you have to turn the IR off, but with modelers, it's all separate, so there's no amalgamation of anything. But with profilers, if you have a studio profile, don't think that you can just turn the cab off and run it through a power amped cab. It's not going to sound right at all. You have to use DI profiles only.
All right. Well, you want to play one more song?
Yep.
Otherwise, it's 9:07.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right. Let me do, man, I got something in my freaking eye. It's driving me nuts. Oh, there's something in there driving me crazy. Is it my eyeball?
It's your eyeball. You got it?
I think you did. Yeah.
You're
I can
welcome.
see.
Just touched his eyeball.
Yeah. You touched my eyeball on live television. All right, so let me do Night Terrors here. Hang on here a second, guys.
Good?
There, we back.
All right.
We back.
Paul Smith, we'll see you later. He says, great fun. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, man.
You guys rock.
Looking forward to it. Let's get some sushi.
Yeah, it's about time. It's about that time.
It's about that time.
Thank you so much for playing that one.
Thank you. Yeah, my pleasure. That was fun. That was lots of fun. And multiple camera angles and everything tonight. It was fun. Yeah, that was great. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight, guys, and appreciate all the comments and questions and everything. And really, thank you so much. And to all the people that bought the profiles, seriously, it really means a lot.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. It definitely helps the channel out. We work really hard here, and like I said, YouTube, you know, they don't really pay you that much at all. So we have to do all this side work to try to support ourselves here. So any amount is always appreciated very much. So, well, it's been a pleasure. I had fun tonight. Went by quick, man. Yeah. Really fast. So so I will get the profiles out to the first 5 people who emailed me. I'll get those out either tonight or first thing tomorrow morning, depending on my schedule tonight. I still have to edit a video, but I will get those to you at the latest by tomorrow. Okay, and well, again, thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. And like I always say, every day's a gift.
Every day's a gift, and thank you for spending part of your gift with us. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you back next Sunday night.
That's right. Thanks for hanging out with us in the nice ass section.